Zion Williamson has been one of the most hyped prospects of all time, being similar to when LeBron was coming in. In his rookie season, everybody was hyped to see him play, but in this present season, the hype has dropped down significantly. I don't know, maybe House of Highlights found a new golden boy or something. Zion first started off in high school where you would get a highlight dunk every time he played, with his clips being played around the whole country, having hundreds and thousands of people to see him dunk on little white kids. He eventually committed to Duke, where he would average 23 and 9, exploded out of his shoes, and got one of the greatest jump shot blocks I have ever seen. Fast forward to the 2019 NBA Draft, where he gets selected first overall by the New Orleans Pelicans, who had a 6% chance of winning, which was kinda sketchy, but whatever. Then going into the Summer League, looking like he just had a great meal at Golden Corral, takes Kevin Knox's lunch money to then go for a slam to then flex that meaty bicep. Going into the 2019-2020 season, we sadly didn't get to see Zion play on opening night, being that he is the only reason we are seeing a freaking Pelicans game on national TV. After waiting 3 long, boring months of not seeing Zion, he finally debuts on January 22nd against the San Antonio Spurs. With the debut living up to the hype, Zion ironically shooting 4 for 4 from 3, goes for 17 straight points throughout the fourth quarter. 17 straight points in his first game. How does that happen? But anyway, it was great to see. One of the most electrifying quarters for a regular season game that I have ever seen. However, with Zion getting the Pelicans back in the game to win, the coach took him out. Everybody was disappointed, but you still have to understand it. He is back from a knee injury, and he is 400 pounds jumping up and down, so I get it. But of course, the Pelicans end up losing the game. Now going into this preseason, Zion has proven to everyone that he's not just a dunker, he is a future superstar, averaging 25 and 7 while shooting 61% from the field, looking like a mini modern day Shaq out there. Everybody knows what he's going to do, which is drive, but he still finishes anyway. He's just too dominant. Zion just needs to maintain a good weight for him though. His weight is a positive and a negative. For positive, if you put little dudes on him, he would just make you look like you're Freddie Benson. And if you put people that weigh just as much as him, he's just quicker than them. But coming down with all that weight is bound to get some knee problems. So Zion and his trainers need to find a balance so that he can have a long and healthy career. Even though Zion is doing good this year, the Pelicans are not. Looking like they're going to miss the playoffs once again. Some trades that I think need to happen is getting rid of Steven Adams and Eric Bledsoe. Stan Van Gundy, why is Bledsoe running point? Let Lonzo do that. Passing is literally Lonzo's greatest strength. Stop using him as just a spot up. Even though he is doing a pretty decent job at it, Lonzo is actually turning himself into a good 3-point shooter. I don't know why people think he's a bad shooter, but he will be utilized best if he's running point and running your offense through Zion and Ingram. They need to trade Bledsoe for a two-way guard, a guard that could spot up and play some defense, and not always take the ball out of Lonzo's hands. And for Steven Adams, he is better working down low in the post, but you probably don't want a center like that if you have Zion on your team. They need to get a spot-up shooting center to space out the floor for Zion. He gets double-teamed every time because their defense are not worried about Steven Adams. If Zion has space, his points per game and efficiency will go up even higher. The future for the Pelicans is uncertain. I feel like they should keep Zion and Ingram as their franchise cornerstones. Everyone else on the team is tradable, although I would like for them to keep Josh Hart. He is a great spark plug coming off the bench, gives the team energy, and is one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It probably would be better to keep Lonzo, but there is no point if you're going to continue to have him as a rollover spot-up shooter. Speaking of shooters, JJ Redick and Zion on this pick and pop that they do is deadly. It was confirmed when they talked about it on JJ's podcast, having the biggest threat from 3 and the biggest threat from driving in a pick and pop. It could be unguardable and terrifying for defenses. But Redick seems to be having a lesser role in the team to compare to last year, only playing 18 minutes per game this year as opposed to the 26 he played last year. As for Chunky Boy's future in New Orleans, I don't feel confident that the organization will put the right team around him and Ingram. We saw how the AD situation went down. They had a decent team with Holiday, Rondo, Cousins, and AD, but we didn't get to see their full potential because Cousins got injured. But I don't think that team was going far anyway. But it is Zion's second season in the NBA, and he still has not reached his full potential. The Pelicans have a few years to get a good team around him, and if they don't, they're going to lose another superstar. I do think Zion has top 10 and possibly top 5 potential. He just needs to maintain a good weight, become a better passer, and become a bigger threat from the 3 and the mid-range. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm out.